Welcome, dear learners, to my YouTube channel on blockchain technology and digital currencies. And today we are delving into the community review process, what you should know as a community reviewer, and how you are supposed to go through the review process level 0, level 1, so that at the end of the day you are doing a good job and you'll be qualified to receive incentives. Yes, and so this meeting is proudly brought to you by the Center for Technology Education and Innovation Lab, CTEL, and Cardano Africa Academy. And I am your host for today's meeting or today's workshop. All right, so yes, as usual, this is a little profile about myself. I'm a Cardano ambassador, founder of CTEL and Cardano Africa Academy, and these are two beautiful logos. And if you want to get in touch, you can reach us on this. So I also entreat that you all try and subscribe to the YouTube channel Cardano Africa Academy. I upload updates of our events, meetups, workshops like this, the recordings. I upload everything there, and you can also get in touch on X, formerly Twitter, and this is my handle. All right, so Fan 12 community review process. So we are going to quickly navigate to the Catalyst Cardano innovative platform, and that is Idea Scale. So to do so, you enter this URL, that is www.cardano.ideascale.com, into any browser at all you use. Yes, so let's quickly do that. So in my case, I'll also launch my browser, and then so I will type cardano.ideascale.com. Then I'll wait for it to load. Yes, so this is how the interface looks like, the front page. Yes, so a very simple and nice interface. So today we are not going to tamper with the register button, because almost all of us on this call have created the account already. But if you don't have an account, so what you need to do first is to click on register. Then you follow the few guidelines or instructions to set up your account. But today we'll be logging in, so I'll click on the login button. So once the login button has been clicked on, then it gives me the login interface. So I will have to first of all provide my email address, which are used in creating the account. So in my case, this is my email address. Then my password, your password should be known to you alone, so it's not a public thing. So in my case, I will enter it as a private password. Alright, so when I'm done, what do? I log in. Alright, so okay, so I have logged in. And how do you know you have logged in? So you check at the top right corner, you will see your profile picture in display, and you also see your name. Yeah, so that shows you have logged in. All right, so today what we'll be looking at the more is on the community review guidelines. So community review guidelines, and so we are going to locate that document from idea scale. So in order to locate that document, and the community review guidelines actually spells out what you, a community reviewer, should know about the review of proposal process, so that you'll be able to do a very good job. Most of the times, a lot of us tend not to want to read what is there, because some people just told me the document is too lengthy, and because of that they are not able to read, but they want to take part in the reviews. No, but the fundamental thing to do first is to understand what the review process is all about, so you can be able to do a good job. Yes, so please just be intentional about that document and try as much as possible to read it and understand it. And if you don't understand anything, ask questions. Yes, so and most of the time, some of you do ask, where do I locate the guidelines? Where do I locate it? I'll show you where to locate it. Welcome, Mr. Prince. Good to have you here. Yes, so so after you are logged in, you move your cursor to this. So it's a check box with so the alerts symbol. So you move to the alerts icon, or will I say button, since once you click on it, it displays content for you. So I'll click on it, then you see profile action items. Please, somebody on the call has unmuted himself. Do you want to say anything? Hello, Simon. Do you want to say anything? Do you have a question, or we can proceed? Can we proceed? If we can proceed, just give me a thumbs up. All right, okay. Thank you. All right, so like I said, you move to this well, I'll call it a button, or probably, yes. So once you click on it, you see a menu that, or a drop down that has the heading profile action items, and below it you see profile questions. So you just click on it, you click on the profile questions, and it will bring out the form, the pop-up form that used to show up anytime you logged into IdeaScale during the community review registration process. So this is the form that appears, and you realize that if you are accessing IdeaScale today to register as a community reviewer, it wouldn't be possible because its registration has closed. So now you wouldn't see the first question that says, do you want to take part as a community reviewer in Fund 12? So you see that question is no longer there, so there's nothing you can do about it. All right, yes, so preferred, so the first heading here is what? Fund 12 preferred categories. Then you will see what? More. You will see more here. Then so there's a link here. So this is one of the links we'll be looking at. Let me Fund 12 levels. Okay, yeah, so in order to get the guidelines, you click on the Fund 12 flow here. Fund 12 flow. Fund 12 flow. So once you click on it, so it's a hyperlink. So it's once you click on it, it will bring up the document that has everything you should know, so you should know about Project Catalyst. So starting from the overview of Project Catalyst to the various roles, so there's much information there for you to read about. So that is how you access the document. So so let me take it for the last time, so that maybe if you didn't get it, this is how so once you log in, so just move to the alerts button, then you click on it. So you see the heading profile action items, and below it you see profile questions. So what you need to do is to click on profile questions, so which will open up the form for you, and you can easily get that guidelines document right from here. So preferred Fund 12 preferred category. So in this field you can indicate your preferred categories for the random allocation of. So right now click on more. Random allocation of proposals to review. You can examine Fund 12 flow here. So you can see this is a hyperlink. So once you click on it, it will give you access to the document, the Fund 12 guidelines document, which is here, and you can read everything about Project Catalyst, about proposals. So we have the table of contents here, very detailed. So it starts from about Project Catalyst, what is Project Catalyst, then the current fund basics, Fund 12 timeline, Fund 12 parameters, fund rules, how to submit a proposal, community review guidelines, moderation, among others. So today our focus is going to be on community review guidelines, Fund 12. So we'll be looking at all this, how to become a community reviewer. That one we did that last week. Then community reviewer levels, we look at all this. So to access it, you just click on it. So community review guidelines, Fund 12. All right, so that is how we locate the document. So is it clear now on how to locate the document? Those of you who had challenges and you were sending me messages, is this clear? If it's clear, just give a thumbs up. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed. Yes, so, and this is one thing you should always take note of. Yes, I realized that when the rewards were paid, there were a whole lot of questions to ask Catalyst team. Yes, because in previous funding rounds, the incentives, I think level 0 reviewers were taken up to 25 ADA, then level 1 up to 50 ADA. So but I think in Fund 11 people had a lot of issues that they were not getting up to the maximum of the 25 or the 50 ADA, because most people did calculations and were waiting for a certain amount of ADA to be released, but it wasn't so, and that is as a result of this information here. So please, let's take note. So please note that given the dynamic nature of Project Catalyst, the following guidelines may change to address emerging issues as the actual fund progresses. Always check back for latest version available on this JIT book. All right, so don't just go through the document and leave it and probably not visit it from time to time, because information here can be updated because of how dynamic Project Catalyst is. And once you are currently abreast with whatever updates that is made to this document, you will realize that whatever that is being communicated by the Catalyst team will be in line with this. All right, yeah, so let's proceed. The community review stage is an essential opportunity for the Cardano community to offer their opinions and feedback as community reviewers to proposals about their innovation funding proposal submitted to Project Catalyst. So this feedback can help proposals improve their proposals in future Catalyst funding rounds. Yeah, so the community review process is very, very important. It's a very important exercise that you have to actually devote much time and attention to, because these reviews is actually going to inform the community as to whether this proposal that is submitted is feasible enough, and it's also going to be a good value for money if voters actually vote for this proposal. Yes, so your reviews will definitely play a very key or important role in this process. Yes, so as a community reviewer, previously referred to as proposal assessor, that is from Fund 9 and previous what do you call it, funding rounds, they were called proposal assessors. Yes, but now they are what? Community reviewers. Yes, so you play an important role in the Catalyst funding process by providing your opinion as input to voters who may use your feedback about a proposal to help decide whether to vote for the proposal. Yes, so I explained this already, so please make sure you are doing the right thing. Yes, so you also offer feedback to proposers, scoring each proposal you review on how well it has responded to the criteria and providing your reasons for giving those scores. Yes, so the review is going to be done in 3 major sections or areas. So we have, first of all, impact. So the impact of the proposal. So you give a review in relation to that. Then the next is capability or feasibility. So you also give a review on that section as well. Then the final part is value for money. So you also give your review in that area. So the reviews you are going to give will actually also inform the proposer that maybe this part I didn't really get it well, so maybe in my next funding round this is actually what I am supposed to do, so that I will be able to actually get positive feedback from community reviewers. All right, yeah, so community reviewers participating in the community review stage are Cardano community members from all walks of life and regions worldwide. So community reviewers could be pretty new to the Cardano ecosystem or veterans who have been involved with Cardano and Catalyst for a long time. Yes, and that is actually true. We have quite a number of you on this call who will be taking part in the community review process for the first time. Yes, so I know with the Kenya community, almost 90% of you will be taking part in the reviews for the very first time, and that is why I am taking my time to go through these guidelines, so you get to understand the process very well, and you, at the end of the day, you do a good job and also be qualified to receive some incentives. Yes, so For voters, community reviewer feedback should be considered as opinions about each proposal's general project idea and content. It should not treat the community reviewers' feedback as opinions necessarily formed by experts. Yeah, so that is true. So there are, of course, experts participating in Catalyst. However, there is no clear way to distinguish one person from another, as community reviewers' identities are generally what? Anonymous. Yes, so that is also the beauty about the community review process. Your identity is anonymous, like nobody knows you. That maybe it is John or Steve that actually wrote this review about this proposal. No. So everyone as a community reviewer remains anonymous. Yes, so so that is a brief overview of the community review guidelines. So let's proceed. There's a lot more to go through. So how to become a community reviewer? We handled this in detail in our workshop part 1. So I'm not going to talk about this again. Yes. So there's a video to that effect, and I've not uploaded it, but within the course of the week I'll upload that video onto my YouTube channel, which I asked you all to try and subscribe. So Joy, you can put the link there, Cardano Africa Academy. So you can copy the link and place it in the chat message inbox or message chat box, so that they can be able to subscribe to the channel. So I will entreat all of you to support us by subscribing to the channel Cardano Africa Academy. So she will drop the link down here. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn notifications on, so that you don't miss out on any announcement or information that is being kept there. So Joy, remember to put it there, and when you put it there, you can draw my attention to that. All right, so let's continue. All right, so the next one, how to identify my ID in the idea scale. Yeah, so I'm sure this is a new feature that has been added, because when you check the community reviewers Telegram page, this has become a major issue. Anytime the aggregate file is being released, people will be asking, how can I find my ID? How do I find my ID? How do I locate my ID? And I think that has become a major challenge. So I think this actually solves the problem now. So how to identify my ID in the idea scale? So anonymized ID can be found in your profile. It will be visible once proposals allocation is done. So important note, allocations and anonymized ID are not visible on the mobile devices. Okay, so this time around in Fund 12, mobile devices will not be able to see the allocations. So what this means is that you will need a larger screen, let's say a laptop, a computer, and perhaps a tablet, so that you'll be able to actually view your allocations and also your ID. Yes, so this time around your ID will show on idea scale your profile, in your profile. Yes, so once the allocations is done, you'll be able to see it. Okay, so maybe in our part 3 of this workshop, where we'll actually be assessing a live proposal, or be reviewing a live proposal, I'll definitely show you where you can locate your ID, so that you write it down, so that when the aggregate file is released, you should be able to use it to filter out your reviews and also check whether you are due or qualified to receive rewards for the work you have done. All right, so is it clear up to this point? Are you getting the concepts? If you are getting the concept, just give me a thumbs up. I want to keep it as basic as possible. Yes, we don't want to leave anybody out, and let's follow it gradually like this. All right, yeah, so the YouTube channel is there, so please do show some love by subscribing to the channel, and we actually do a lot. We do a lot there, so you can support us by subscribing to the channel and also liking our content, so that will also inspire us the more to continue with what we are doing. Yes, so if what we are doing is impactful, please give me a thumbs up. If what we are doing is actually impactful, these tutorials are impactful, just give a thumbs up to that. All right, okay. All right, yeah. Jijiri Saibu, your hand is raised. Is everything fine? If not, you can just click again on the hand raised. Good. All right, thank you. So let's continue. Yes, so so this time around it will be very easy locating your ID. Yes, so it wouldn't be anything of a challenge again. All right, so the next one is the community reviewer levels. So Fund 12 has 3 levels of community reviewers. So we have level 0, level 1, and level 2. So all reviewers can provide their opinions in precisely the same way as each other. So the difference is that more experienced reviewers have more opportunities to support catalyst processes and receive rewards. Yes, so as for level 0, I think that is the only key activity you can take part in. But for level 1, I think most of level 1 are qualified to even take part in level 2 activities. Yes, since they have gained, let's say, a little experience, they have gained more experience in the process, so now they can be entrusted with more obligations or responsibilities, or rather duties, to play on Catalyst, and also have the potential of receiving more rewards. Yes, so for level 0, try your best, do the work very well, and follow the instructions. And once you do a great job, in the next funding round, you will be qualified to be moved to level 1. All right, so I'll still explain in detail what is expected of a level 1. Level 1 reviewer, level 0 reviewer, and also a level 2. All right, so level 0, let's see what is required of you. So level 0 community reviewer are all new reviewers and less experienced reviewers. So that is how Catalyst or Cardano has defined who a level 0 reviewer is. So you are more of a new reviewer, and also less experienced in the review process. So consider yourself on the ground floor, and Catalyst wants you to get used to performing the role. So yeah, so you are starting from the ground floor, and you play. Once you play that role very well, then you begin to climb the ladder gradually. So level 0 reviewers will share in a pot of reward incentives. Alright, so the larger the pool of level 0 reviews and reviewers, the less per review each reviewer will what? Receive. So level 0 reviewers will be invited to review up to 30 proposals. Yes, so the maximum number of proposals a level 0 reviewer can review is what? 30 proposals. So they will be allocated a set of proposals to review based on proposals across the entire fund. That is, if you are unable to choose what specific fund categories. Yes, so you realize that if you are not able to select maybe funding categories which I showed to you earlier, so where do you see it? So the alerts, profile, questions. So these are the funding categories. The funding. So we have the Cardano Open Developers, Cardano Open Ecosystem, Cardano Use Cases Concept, Cardano Use Cases Minimum Viable Product, Cardano Use Cases Product. Yeah. So during the registration, if you were not able to select any of these categories, if you're not able to select them, then what this means is that the system will randomly select proposals from any of these categories and allocate them to you. So, and the allocation will appear here, Fund 12 allocations. So when the allocations are done, it will appear in this section. So if you are not able to select these categories, that is what will be done for you as a level 0 and also a level 1 reviewer. All right, so that is what we are supposed to take note of. And the next thing is yes, so let me still clarify something here. Yes, so let's say if level 0 reviewers, maybe you are many and the proposals to be reviewed will be given, then what this means is let's say you are let's say 30 level 0 reviewers and the proposals are also 30, then this is quite straightforward. This means that each and every one of you will receive what? 111 proposals to what? Review. Yes, but let's say maybe level 0 you are, let's say 5 and the proposals to review are 30. So it means how many will each of you receive? I think that will be like 6, right? 6 allocations each. So that is how it actually works. Yes. So but I know this time around we have over 1,300. Is it 1,002 or 1,300 proposals that were submitted? So there should be a lot of reviews to be done. So level 0, a lot of you will actually be hitting almost close to the 30 proposals, if not 28, 29, but the 30 you will all be able to you'll be allocated this number of proposals, and once you do it well, that will be good money for you for a start. Yes, so the rewards are always encouraging and motivating. All right, so the next level is level 1, and level 1 reviewers have already performed a substantial number of reviews. So level 1 reviewers will be invited to review up to 80 proposals and will be allocated an initial set of proposals to review based on category preferences selected during the registration process. Yes, so instead of the 30 proposals which level 0 will have as their maximum, level 1 can have up to a maximum of 80 proposals to review. So they have more proposals to actually review. And it's also encouraged that usually most people during the payment of incentives time realize that they were not qualified for rewards, and some of the challenges is that some of the reviewers usually want to rush to finish up the reviews of the proposals, and usually when you are in a rush, you end up making a lot of mistakes and not even adhering to the guidelines anymore. So I will entreat that please take your time, don't be in a rush. The goal is not on speed, it's on quality. Yes, so if you are allocated 80 and you are able to review 40 or review 50, that is fine. But don't be in a hurry to finish everything, and at the end of the day, you don't actually do a good job, and the work you have done will be squashed to nothing. So please, let's make sure quality is the hallmark of the process, but not speed. Speed is not what is really needed here, but quality, accuracy, and also maybe a little speed, and that will be enough. Then we also have level 2 reviewers, and they are called community moderators, and I think we'll be talking more on this when the level 2, that is the community moderators activity, is about starting. Yes, and usually this will commence when level 0 and level 1 reviewers complete their review process. Alright, so what do they do? So level 2 reviewers, that is community moderators, will perform a community moderator function to check any reviews flagged by the Catalyst scripts. And community moderators will not alter the review or the scores provided by community reviewers, meaning reviewers shouldn't feel afraid to provide honest opinions and objective scores. So instead, community moderators are asked whether reviews flagged by the Catalyst script should be published or discarded altogether. Community moderators will also perform a random spot check on a small percentage of reviews submitted by level 0 and level 1 reviewers. In Fan 12, each level 0 and level 1 review selected for moderation will be checked by a minimum of 2 level 2 community moderators. And basically, that is the role of level 2 reviewers. So they will actually be also checking your reviews and also giving their feedback. Yes, some of you on this call took part in that, so quite a number of you are level 2 reviewers. Yes, so for the newcomers, just take note that there's also a level known as community moderators, which is level 2, and when the time is due, I will teach on that too in detail, so you understand what it entails. So now the next one is the submission process. All right, so community review submission process. Okay, so this is another important thing you should take note of. Level 0 and level 1 community reviewers will read a proposal and assign a score between 1 and 5 for each of the 3 criteria. So that is for impact, feasibility, and value for money. So you'll be reviewing the proposals based on these 3 criteria. So impact, you give your review on that to the proposal. Feasibility, you give your review on that to the proposal. Then value for money, you give your review on that for the proposal. So these are 3 distinct scores for each of the categories. So there is no additional final score, as 3 criteria are looked at independently and not added together as an average. Alright, so for each of the 3 criteria, community reviewers must give their opinion and rationale in English to explain the score and demonstrate the assessor's critical thinking. A proposal may receive a low score for various reasons, including an incomplete funding application form, the applicant not being identifiable, or the project not complying with the Fan 12 rules. So if a rationale does not correspond with the score given, the review will likely be filtered out in the moderation stage. Community reviewers should consider and assess proposals and criteria on their own merits. Community reviewers should only provide their own opinions. Their review should not be the work of others or an AI agent acting on their behalf. Exactly. Yes, so these are important points you are supposed to take note of as a level 0 and level 1 community reviewer. Yes, so like I said, there are 3 sections. There are 3 sections that you'll be reviewing for a proposal. So that will be impact, feasibility, and value for money. And under impact, you are going to actually give a score. That is, you are going to rate between 1 and 5. So after reading the impact, if the impact really aligns with the challenge overview and the campaign brief, and also aligns with Cardano goals, then you see that one will definitely score a high impact. A higher score for the impact. So it can be 4 or 5. So that is always higher. But if the impact deviates from the requirements for that particular category, then that's where the person will be scoring between 1 and 2. That is low. Yes. So we'll actually be looking at the various numbers from 1 to 5 and what they actually mean, because anytime you review for impact, you are supposed to give a score. So a rating from 1 to 5. So you give the score. Feasibility, you do the same thing. Then also value for money, you do the same thing. Is it clear up to this point? Is it clear up to this point? All right, okay. So if it's clear, somebody was saying he can't hear me. Richard, can you hear my voice now? Okay. All right, so let's wrap up. Community review process. So that is the next thing we are looking at. So, and you can realize that all this I am doing is from the guidelines document. So that is a very powerful document which you all have to try and go through. Yes, at your leisure. Yes, so community review process. So new community reviewers, level 0. So community reviewers must register and carry out reviews using idea scale. Yes, so the reviews is going to be done in the idea scale platform, and this is idea scale, which I already showed to you, and most of you by now should have an account on idea scale. So this is how idea scale looks like, and let me scroll to the bottom a bit. So these are the active challenges or active campaigns we have. So we have Cardano Open Developers, Cardano Open Ecosystem, Cardano Partners and Real World Integrations. So because reviews has not started yet, if you want to read about each of the categories, what you do is that you come and click on the title here. So Cardano Open Developers. So it's a link. Once I click on it, it will open, and currently I am in the about page. The about page just gives an overview of what is expected of proposals in this category. So the maximum the budget allocation here is 10.5 million ADA, and a proposer can request up to 20,000 ADA. So maybe if you are reviewing proposals and you realize that the budget exceeds 200,000 ADA. So that can be under the feasibility. You can even indicate it there that the budget of the proposal is out of scope for this challenge, because it was clearly spelled out that the maximum a proposer can request for is what, 200,000. So this is the work you, the reviewers, you are going to actually do. And you also look at areas where if a proposal is submitted that will not receive funding. So you try as much as possible to read the campaign brief to understand what is required of proposals. And if you also now want to see ideas or proposals that have been submitted in this category, you go to what, ideas. So we have ideas here. So once you click on ideas, you should be able to see the proposals that are what, submitted here. So we have quite a number of what, proposals that are submitted. So these are all proposals. These are all proposals that are what, submitted. And let's say you want to read a proposal maybe as it stands now, and so what you just do is to click on the title of the proposal. So this is what, open source Hydra head L2 web-based explorer and what, API. So I'll click on it. I'm going to click on it. So once you click on it and it opens up, you can be able to read on the proposal. And how do you read on the proposal? By scrolling down, you begin to see the content. You see the requested funds they are seeking, 180,000 ADA, so which is less than the maximum of 200,000, so it's within the scope. So you read the proposal. Yes, so once you read the proposal, when the reviews are active, you will actually be doing the reviews at the bottom here. Yes, so that is where the reviews will actually be taking place. But as it stands now, the community reviews process have not started yet. So all you can do now is just to be reading random proposals and also giving your comments on the proposals. Yes, so that is what you can do as it stands now. Alright, so that is how we read on proposal. If you are done, you can just go back to previous idea. Then you read, so you can read, or there's also a next button here, so you can read on them. Alright, so that is what you'll be expecting, and this is actually where the community reviews for level 0 and level 1 will actually take place. So let's take note of that. Alright, so let's continue. So level 0 community reviewers are all new. No, is that the no, I exceeded here. Okay, next. Alright, so new community reviewers. So community reviewers must register and carry out reviews using idea scale, which I explained. Community reviewers will receive an email. Okay, so this is just the registration process, so I'm not going to talk much about this again. Let me look for a point which I haven't covered. Alright, yes, so this is an important, yes, so community reviewers must register and carry out reviews using idea scale. Community reviewers will receive an email confirming their registration has been accepted and must read through the guidance documentation provided. So I think, yes, you will receive notifications when it is time for the reviews to take place. Then community reviewers will log into idea scale and carry out their reviews, providing scores and reasons for giving those scores using the scoring rubric. Then level 0 and level 1 reviewers can review proposals from any fund categories. However, Catalyst suggests that opinions are most valuable when reviewing proposals from areas and subject matter that the community reviewer is familiar with. Exactly. So there are some categories. There are some categories that are very technical. So during the registration, I think I was telling some of you that if maybe it's your start and you are really a non-technical person, you can just decide to select what Cardano Open Ecosystem. Yes, and maybe some other categories you think you are familiar with, because there are some you will definitely be hearing technical terms, computer science terms, and some of you may not really be okay with those concepts because it's not in your field. So usually it's advisable to pick a category which you are familiar with so that you can actually do a good job. Then level 0 and level 1 reviewers will be provided an allocation of proposals to review. Reviewers can choose to review outside of the allocation. However, to minimize risk of gaming, non-allocated proposal reviews will have a lower weighted score compared to what the allocated review. So more details in the score weight section here. Yes, so even the 80 for levels 1, 80 proposals is enough. And the goal is what? To take your time and actually review very well. But usually some are in a haste to finish and even jump to other proposals to review. And now when you are doing that, you don't take time to do your allocations well. You know, now there's a threshold that if you have I think a percentage of your proposals filtered out, then it affects your entire reviews you have done, and you will not be qualified to receive rewards. And when that happens, you will automatically be brought down back to what? Level 0 in the next funding round. So just take your time and review the proposals that have been allocated to you. And once you do it well, you'll be fine, even with the rewards that you'll be paid. Alright, so the next point, once a review is submitted, it will pass through Catalyst scripts, which analyze the review for what? Length, similarity, profanity, and the use of what? AI, that is artificial intelligence. So details can be found in the Catalyst flags section. So this is an important point. Even if we end this our meeting here, it's enough. Yes, usually a lot of reviewers get caught in these areas. I think the minimum review a level 0 or a level 1 reviewer can give for any of the sections, that is impact, feasibility, and value for money, is what? 150 characters. So for impact, if you are not even writing much, but it shouldn't be less than what? 150 characters. And characters are what? Both the letters, the numbers, and what? Spaces, and also special what? Characters. Yes, so they form what? Characters. So once you write 150 characters, so that qualifies it to be what? A valid review, provided it addresses whatever you wrote the review for. Then also similarity. Yes, so it is believed that every proposal is what? Unique, different from the other. So it will not be appropriate for you to use the same choice of language you use for one proposal for another. And usually this is what happens, and you realize that plenty of people have those challenges. Many reviewers, your reviews look similar to other reviews you did, and because of that, the Catalyst scripts will what? Flag them, and at the end of the day, if there are so many, you will not even be qualified for rewards. So please, let's treat every proposal as an independent proposal, and you address or review it as a separate entity from another. And another thing is that please don't copy your friends or brothers or sisters reviews and come to modify and use as yours, because usually that is also where the challenge is. Some will just go and copy another person's review, make a little tweaks to it, and then push it in as his or her review, and that is not a good practice. And once you do this, Catalyst scripts will definitely get hold of what your reviews, and you'll not be rewarded. And another point worth taking note of is what? Avoid the use of what? Profane language during your reviews. Even if maybe what the proposer wrote doesn't make sense, at least find an intelligent way of communicating to the proposer that maybe what you have written could have been done, or could have been written this way, or this idea could have been expressed in this manner. And once you begin to use this choice of language, you realize that you are pointing out an error the proposer made in a more polite manner, and with that the proposer will never be offended. But you don't use hard words like your work is rubbish, your budget is unrealistic, it's criminal, you want to run away with the funds. You see, that actually isn't pleasing enough. So let's avoid the use of what? Hard words. Because once Catalyst scripts realizes this, it will definitely take it off. Or once I realize this, because over the past funding rounds, I have participated as a community reviewer. Once I realize this, there's no two ways. I will just discard. I will not approve of your review. If it's been allocated to me, I will not approve of it, and I'll give my reasons for that. Because at the end of the day, we should respect each other's opinions and views, and also use good choice of language to constructively point out where the person got it wrong and what can be done. And also, the final point, the last but not least, is use of what? AI. Now, you know, we are in the world of what? Artificial intelligence. We have the chat GPTs, we have the Geminis, that is bad. We have other powerful generative AI tools that can easily generate content for you. You can put a whole proposal in any of these AI tools, and it will review them for you, depending on the parameters you give it to review. Yes, and once you do this, Catalyst scripts will get you. It will get you and take off your reviews. Yes, so if Catalyst, Project Catalyst or Cardano actually wanted machines or AI to actually do the reviews, they wouldn't have invited human beings to register in the first place to take part. But since they want the reviews to remain solely for human beings, please don't go to deploy or don't go to seek for assistance from what? AI tools to do the reviews. Because once you use AI tools to do the reviews, you are definitely going to be caught. And once you are caught, your reviews will be filtered out. And if you are a level 1, you automatically, I would say you automatically be demoted to level 0 to start all over again. And I don't think you will want to go through that stress. All right, so let's take note of that. So all flagged reviews will randomly be allocated to at least 2 level 2 community moderators for analysis. Community moderators will determine whether a flagged review will be published or discarded. So once voting has concluded, the reward calculations for all reviewers level 0, level 2 are prepared. So community reviewer rewards will be distributed as soon as possible. So usually what happens is that after the review process, and after everything, that is the voting and onboarding, that is where the rewards are distributed. So in our next meeting, I'll talk more on the rewards, so that we get to know what is required and what rewards you stand to get when you actually do a good job. Yes, so experienced community reviewer, so it doesn't differ from level 0 community reviewer. It's just an add up. So for level 1, you must follow the same guidance and steps as level 0 community reviewers, noting that after step 3 above, level 1 community reviewers will have the following additional steps. Catalyst will generate a random allocation of proposals to be reviewed for eligible level 1 and level 0 reviewers. Alright, so you can read on this. I think there's nothing much to add up to this as it stands now. So the next one is how to find allocations in the idea scale, which I have shown you already. Yes, how you can be able to locate what do you call it, your allocation. So this is where you can allocate it. So when you go back to your idea scale platform, when the registrations is done, you should be able to see it. Yes, I think you can still use this to be able to see profile questions. You click on it, then once you go to the bottom, you should be able to, so you see them populated here. So in our next meeting, where it would be populated, because we'll be taking you through a live proposal review, how the review is actually done. Yes, so we'll just demonstrate it there for you to see how you can see your allocations. It's not any difficult process to follow. Yes, and should we talk about this today, or I can? Yes, so I won't talk about this one, but you can go and read on it, so that in our next meeting, when we are doing the live review, we'll talk briefly on the scoring rubric and guiding questions, but you can go and read on it as well. So we'll be talking more on what is required for under impact, what is required for under feasibility and capability, what is also required for under resources, or value for money. And these are also the various scores, the rating I was talking about, from 1 to 5. So 1 star means very poor answer, 2 stars means poor answer, 3 stars means acceptable answer, 4 stars means good answer, then 5 stars means great answer. So we'll be looking at all this, then we do the live review. So checking from the table of content, you will realize that we have covered everything on the community review stage. So what is just left is the scoring rubric and guiding questions, which we will tackle in our next meeting. That is the workshop part 3. All right, yes, so we'll end here. Any questions? And we can pick it from there. Yes, so I was saying we wouldn't today we will have to strictly follow the time. Yes, so I think we have 5 minutes to go. It was actually supposed to be a 1 hour 30 minutes lesson. Yes, so any question on what has been discussed? Any question? Or if it's also clear, you can give a thumbs up if you know it's clear for you and now it's you'll be able to do a great job. Just give a thumbs up. Okay, the kudoses and the comments, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel, Cardano Africa Academy. Yes, so I'm just taking my time to show you all these links so that you are not what left out. So please subscribe to this YouTube channel by just currently we have 186 subscribers. So try and subscribe to the channel. Try and by just clicking on the subscribe button. You should be able to subscribe so that whatever information or updates we upload there, you should be able to have access to it in real time. All right, so that is all for today. Our time is up, and if there is no question, I would like to thank everyone for joining, and stay updated with us, stay current, and also we have a Telegram page, CTEL Blockchain Academy. Try and join it as well. I'm just going to put the link there for you. You can join. There are exciting things we share on that platform, on this platform. Yes, so try. Where's the link? Where's the link? Where's the link? Where's the link? All right, so so this is the link. I'm going to post it onto our chat box. So if you have not joined the Telegram page, you can join this Telegram page as well, and we have exciting and a lot of things to share from there as well. All right, thank you. How do I say it in Swahili? Is it Asante? Joy, how do I say it? Ruth, if I want to say thank you, is it Asante?
Yeah, you say Asante or Asante ni sana.
Asante ni sana. Okay, all right. So thanks everyone.
Asante ni sana. Thank you.
Yes, all right. So thank you everyone for joining, and let's keep updated. Yeah.
Or you say shukran sana.
Shukran sana. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, Dennis. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Beast, for joining too. We appreciate your time. All right. Bye.